Hey folks, and welcome back to the shed. Haven't made a video in a while, but I thought I'd make this one really quick just to put it out there. We'll talk a little bit about, buying cheap fuses off of Amazon and stuff like that, and lessons I've learned and just learned today. Actually, it was kind of funny how it worked out. But so you probably noticed in the background, I don't have my Renogy stuff up anymore. I've moved on. Was having problems with the Renogy stuff, like so many people say that they do. Boy, I'm looking tired today. Holy cow. Anywho, having trouble with it. The basic stuff that everybody talks about, like trying to get something fixed, technical problems. My inverter, it smoked a MOSFET on the inside. We'll go over, that's a whole other video we'll go over. And basically it's been well over a month. They just sent me the okay to send it back for testing. That doesn't even mean they're going to do anything at this point. They're just going to test it. And it's like, just kind of got tired of it. And so I went all in with this Midnite controller system, and that, again, that's a whole other video. It's got DC arc fault breakers, it's got AC bypass breaker, ACN, it's got a load breaker. Everything is here. And I understand, I know guys, this is a SRNE rebrand, but the thing of it is that Midnite puts them through rigorous testing, and they've made some tweaks to it. And this is actually, I feel so far, even though I've only had it hooked up for a day. Well, I've had the controller going for a week. I put new panels up yesterday. I think the controller is going to be awesome, actually. So this is really working really solid right now. But kind of what we're going to go over today is like fuses. When I first got into the solar game last, not even a year ago, of course, always trying to save money as a do-it-yourselfer, and kind of got into buying some inline fuses off of Amazon and possibly even eBay. I don't remember at this point. I'm going to figure out who though and let them know that this is trash. Essentially, I put up some new panels and it burnt the fuse. It didn't burn the fuse. It melted the casing around it. The fuse didn't blow. And when I woke up this morning, I was like, so when I got the panels hooked up last night, I basically was like, okay, we've got a small 15 amp fuse, inline fuse, if I remember correctly, and I confirmed that in the video here. And I was like, well, let's just let it go through the evening, because I was still pulling in some rays, but it wasn't a lot. I was like 500 watts or something like that, low amperage. And then this morning, we had some good sun this morning in between the clouds, and it was ramping up to about 1,000, 1,100 watts. And probably, if I did the math right and at the right time, we were probably around 16, 17 amps coming from the panels there, maybe a couple more, less than 20 though. And I decided to check everything, and kind of what happened was I noticed that the casing of the inline fuse was deformed. And then anyways, watch through the video, we'll kind of go over it, and yada, yada, yada. Let's take a look, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this. This makes a really good case to use a different fuse style, or it's even still a little bit warm. She's pretty warped right now. Might be difficult to see, but at the end of the day, of course these are like bought off of Amazon or something like that. There's probably better ones out there, but we're going to be switching. I don't trust it anymore. It's the second time this has happened. It creates a bottleneck right here. Like the wires coming to it were not warm. This got warm, and this got warm to a certain point. I've got 10 gauge wire running from the PV panels that are up above here to the DC arc fault breaker inside the power shed. And essentially, it never hit 30 amps, I can guarantee you that. But it definitely got up there and ran more than what this is capable of. What I'm going to do now, see if I can actually, I didn't bring a tool out here with me. I have it disconnected inside right now. Well, we're going to have to go get a disconnect tool to work on that. Let's see if we can unhook this. There we go. Well, that sucker's there. There we go. Oh yeah, she's a little deformed. See if I can get that. Oh, there we go. We're falling down. Okay, so this is the inline fuse up close and personal. See if we can get this bad boy apart. I don't know. She may be melded together. She may not be. And we're going to find out though. It'll be hard to get a grip on that. I'll tell you what though. Get her further up there like that. Let me grab a wrench here. All right. the lead melded right in there. Oh, she got hot in there too. Holy cow. Let's see if I can take off the other side. All right. You know, that's why I kind of keep an eye on things. It seemed to be doing okay with the other panels, and I put these panels up yesterday, kind of doubled the power, and I said, well, it was almost nighttime, so I let the fuse run. Then this morning she cranked up, and she got up there and really put some stress on that fuse. Let's see here. Oh boy, she's in there. I'm gonna work on that. You can see that sucker just melted on there. It's fused on there is what it is. It's interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I got the lead out of there, and it didn't actually fuse to the fuse like I thought it did. But the fuse definitely was just warming up. It was just creating resistance, and it wasn't activating like it should. So I've got a Dremel tool that I'm actually going to cut that thing open. I think before I do that though, we're going to run a little resistance test and just kind of see what's up with it. So let's get out our ohm meter. Put that over there. Okay, there's the old trusty ohm meter there, and see, she kind of didn't quite want to zero out, but she should be zeroing out there. Yeah, close enough for me. Go ahead and just test that really quick, see where we're at here. So yeah, she's offering no resistance at all. She's just passing right through there. Again, this is a fuse I bought off of Amazon. I'm probably going to reach out to the company about it and just say this could be a catastrophe, or maybe even just Amazon themselves. They could vet their stuff a little bit more. The stuff like this is detrimental stuff. This could cause a catastrophe, so to speak. So let's see here. What do we got for cutting things up? Where are we at? Tools. Okay. All right. See what we got here. Just melting right through that plastic there. Go ahead and flip that over. That going there. Okay. Let's see if we can pull this apart now. Let's see here. Gonna fight with me. I can see it. Oh yeah. Well, you can see inside the plastic there. I guess that could have been from when I was cutting it, but I think she got hot, was melting the plastic myself. You can see it on the fuse there too. Matter of fact, let's get the rest of this out of there, see what I can figure out here. Try this out, see what happens. Almost. Oh yeah, we got her. Yeah, it was melting the inside of that plastic there. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Here's the fuse. She just got hot. This fuse, I was hoping to see what size it was. It's a 15 amp fuse. You guys can't read it, but I saw it on there. And at one point I was pulling over 15 amps. I know that. I didn't check it, but I'm presuming I was. And instead of failing, she just got hot and melted the plastic. Garbage. Okay, so there you have it. What am I going to do to replace that fuse? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go with Midnite. Their stuff is UL tested. They've got great E-panels like this one here. I do have another Amazon style breaker over here. It's supposed to be a DC arc breaker. It's a 30 amper to match the size of my PV lines coming in. I just don't trust it at this point. Again, I got it off of Amazon, man, and I just don't know much about it. So Midnite Solar, I forget the model number. It's like a I forget. I'll include it in my link though. So Midnite Solar has a combiner panel. It's outdoor rated, and you can put the DC arc fuses in there and a surge protector. It's costs a little bit more than that, obviously, but that's the route I'm going. Their stuff is good. It's UL rated. I don't want any faults. I really don't. So I am basically, I'm not done with Renogy. I'm done with cheap fuses from Amazon. I'm going to hook up the Renogy system in my outdoor kitchen. I'm going to use it on a much lesser load, and that may even be swapped out in the future for a small Victron system. In short, you guys, we got to be safe out there. So we're going to go through the whole Midnite system here in one of my upcoming videos, and we got some other stuff coming up too. And thanks for checking in, guys. I'll catch up to you later. Okay, I just wanted to add one more thing to the end of this, is that, the thing that disappoints me the most about, not only that fuse that we witnessed in this video, but I've had another fuse, I think I brought up in another video, that it never failed. And then I did have one when I very first started this endeavor that also did the same thing this one did. And what the bummer of it is that, these things are supposed to inhibit a potential fire or, catastrophe. And actually, the way it's trending, they're going to be the cause of one. So from here on out, it really is nothing but the very best for me as far as safety items go. Yes, they were inexpensive, yada, yada, yada. But if they don't work, how expensive is a fire? And you know, our safety and stuff like that. So I'd rather pay out the extra cash, and you know, that's the way it goes. So thanks for tuning in, guys.